Okay, here's a really good example. This was just, let's see, 12:15, no, not 12:15, 12:12, just a few days ago. And what's interesting is I like to watch for pre-market also, see what things are doing. And here we had a real spike up and a real move down. Then we came up into here, market went down. What a beautiful ABCD pattern. If we're paying close attention, we would have been trying to sell this somewhere up in this area like that. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you see the ABCD pattern, so you have an A, B, C, and here's down here. You expect this to get to 886, 100, 113, sometimes even 127. But what's nice about it was that was an initial play that you can get right off the bat. It isn't always easy to do that, but depending on how the market is moving here, with this one so close, I mean this was at 830, that one's so close to that, and only came back up to maybe the 786. Let's see. Not sure if it was even that, but it looks like it's about 786 of that one. And yeah, just a tad shy of 786. So that's okay. All right. And once we get down here, notice what takes place. We have now a move that goes up. It's really common that this will jump up and take out an area like that. And so what do we do with this? Well, we're looking at it. We came up and we're going to be going down. So we're going to take the ABCD pattern and see if we can get a projection somewhere. We take that down to this low, down to this high right here, and this one went over here and made a high. If we made that, if we'd have taken it like this one here, that would have been nice. This one just took it out by a penny or two. Let's see, 606.95 and 606.89, so 6 cents it went up. But we want to get this where it's going to move the way it should, so we're going to put this right there on this one. So we got an A, B, got this move up, but this did not take this out, so it's up into here. And this one would take us, if we got into it somewhere in this area, 606.14, 606.96. So it's about 82 cents that would be there. That's not too shabby. But what we're looking for now is, again, we're looking for an ABCD down. So we got an A, a B, a C, and we're looking at the D. Here's right to the 100. That would certainly fit. But with watching this here and it didn't take over that, and we're underneath this part, it's going to give us an idea it's going down. So this would have been real nice to get down into this level. Then there's a lot of chopping, it drops more. I would have probably be taking it out somewhere in here. It's just too nice of a move to not take something out. So we've got this pad from here to here, up into this one, and then we can sell it down we're going. Just something to look for, something to watch for, and give us an idea of where we're going. These move up a little above this line, and once it goes below, I'm looking for some kind of short. All right. So I'm just going to leave that like it is. It just gives a good idea of what a nice move we're looking at on some of these patterns. We'll look for another one as well. Okay, I'm going to do one more here. This is really nice setup. This is back in June 9th and June 10th, I believe. Yeah, okay. So here we got under the white line, arrow moving down. We have a big move down. So we can try to jump on that. That's not that difficult, but let it go. Wait for it to stop, let it go up. If you look at this, I'm going to show it after the fact, a little short one. Now that's a really nice move back up to 100. But here's where we're going to take this at. From this high down to this low, up to here, and then see where it goes down. Notice what it does, not just on this, but how it can project out for the next day as well. So anyway, here's a little pattern when it hits bottom that we can go up. We get this into here somewhere probably about 606.35, and it goes just up 606.35 to 606. No, wait, 606. Let's look at this one, 605.23 and 606.37. So it's about $1. That's nothing to sneeze at. All right, so I'm going to remove this. We're going to take from here our ABCD pattern down, and this is where it really shows off nicely. We come down here, we break this, we don't make it down into these levels. I like to make it at least the 886, and we get a bounce up. Now I have a hard time holding things overnight for this very reason here. So if we'd have got short somewhere down in this area here, it would have been just about boom, taking back everything we had if we were doing it. But look at the overall longer effect of it. If we can do this and write it out, we come up, it doesn't come really to challenge that or whatever, but now on this day it goes all the way down here to the 127. Now if we have the nerve to hold that or buy an option or do whatever anybody likes to do, that's a really nice move. Even if we have wait for this one to come down, we could make that little one going up about $1. Now we're going to take this on its way back down. Probably around 606 is pretty nice spot, and 602.14, so just a little shy of $4. That's over 2 trading days. We got to watch for these because they do make a difference on when they're working and when they're not working. Let me pause this just a second. All right, we're going to do one more here. This is on 12.6 and 12.7 and 12.8. Now we did this one over here. We gave the example of this going down. Notice this one's going up a little bit. We take this from this low to our ABCD pattern, catch that low there, and catch it'd be fast. We catch up this little up here to the 786. That's a very tradable item. But what makes this really nice once that's done is we can start looking at this of going down to here, up to here, and we hit that 886 right on the nose. You got to be quick, and probably would have gotten out somewhere up in here or somewhere in this area. But notice what happens here. It moves up to this point. So we've got to look at this a little differently. We're going to take this high down to this low, up to this high, and we get the next day down to the 141, moves up. We continue down a little bit, but this, once you make that off of that nice move, that's really nice to do. And then we come into here, we can actually still look at this as it's had a bounce back, but look what it did. We already talked about this one. It went down and took all this out, and that makes for a really nice big move from roughly, let's see, down into here. We had that, yeah, 608 or so, all the way down to 602-ish. So that's really nice if we can do something like that. Anyway, just sharing these things, watching for patterns. I know several have asked about it. These are all ABCD patterns for the moment, and there's many other patterns, but the ABCD pattern is probably the most logical one to decide on or to look for. We also have Gartley patterns and things like that, but we'll just look at those later. So I'm going to call that a day and just share this with us again.